Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews, tips, tricks, and tutorials. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you what a great way to loosen up those stiff joints. Too often lately, in the last few years, we're getting figures that are becoming stiffer and stiffer in the joints. When we were kids, we usually take these things out of packaging and we just go ahead and play with them, and we never really had any issues. But recently, in a few years, we've noticed a lot of the different lines. It's Hasbro, Voliverse, Boss Fight Studios, all those other, Mattel, all those big brand companies that offer fantastic figures that you get, and your joints are stiff. And unfortunately, as the prices rise on all the action figures that we love to collect, we need to find ways to definitely protect our investments. And that's an adult collector's perspective, is your purchases for each and every one of your thousands of action figures you may have in your collection. Those are your investments. One day you may not want to have them anymore and you want to go ahead and sell them, and they may raise in value. But how are you going to sell a figure with a broken elbow joint, a knee joint, a ball joint, etc.? Not too often out there, I've seen a lot of people recommend hot water, and people are not even anywhere near the hot air choice. And in my strict opinion, hot water is bad. Why is hot water bad for your action figures? First of all, temperature is everything, regardless if it's water, air, etc. But when you're submerging a piece of plastic into water, there's multiple problems. First of all, you lose control of what's happening. So different temperatures, if you heat it in a microwave, if you have hot tap water, that's two different temperatures. If you boil it on a stove, temperature is everything. So you submerge your figures in, you risk a lot of issues on your precious, expensive collectibles, such as warping of the plastic, paint runs, paint smears. If you have water slide decals on them or stickers, you're going to bet your bottom dollar that those things are going to come off in a very high temperature of water. There's no really, you have everybody out there saying use water, but there's no one telling you exactly what temperature it should be. It's because that's the wrong choice. So my straight up collector recommendation is to get this a hair dryer. And I have a hair dryer in front of us. You can get any hair dryer you want. It doesn't matter the brand. It doesn't matter the wattage. It doesn't matter. It's going to do the job regardless. This is my hair dryer. I paid $12.96 for at Walmart. That's cheaper than a Star Wars Vintage Collection figure. It's an investment into your figures. It's cheaper than most cost of a vintage figure, but it's definitely an investment that you're going to appreciate, because you can use this thing over thousands of figures until this thing doesn't work anymore. And honestly, most of the time you use this thing in just a few minutes per figure, depending on the scale. But otherwise, this is a great little hair dryer. Now, this is not necessarily a review for this hair dryer. I'm just trying to show you what this thing looks like, and because why I like this, because it's small. You see, it fits right in the frame. And it's black, which is awesome, because it's Black Sky Reviews, but that's not the point. You can see the nice settings. We have high, off, and low. We have a cool function button there. That's the model number if you want to find that. Pretty nice little hair dryer. It's not heavy, it's lightweight. And it has this little ring here you can hang on to your customizing table. Your table where you open up your figures, do your reviews, or whatever you want. But I think this is a nice little feature here. And then on the cord, you have the safety feature. You have the reset and test. So basically, if you have to punch the button for it to go. So if one of your little collectors come by and turn on your hair dryer, it doesn't come on unless you push the right button. So it's a nice little safety features. This thing's like $12. You really can't get better deal than that. It's pretty cool. This runs on your household plug with no issues. So I'll give you guys a little demonstration of the hair dryer and the figure, because it's like, you might not hear me talk over how loud this thing is, but you can see the button here. One thing that's great about the hair is you can control it at all times, which I'll show you here. You have to worry about losing any stickers, overheating joints, because you control the flow. One of the main things about temperature is that it's the consistency that you're holding it. Like if you say this is hot and I hold this, I'm going to better chance of getting burned holding this as a long duration of time versus if I just did this. That's the benefits of using air over water. It's not a consistent hold on your product. So basically, I'll show you what I mean. Like with the high. And you can see on a high, it's obviously everybody has their own tolerances, but I can do it on my hand and it's not doing an issue. And quite frankly, I don't even use the high setting on my joints. I just go to the low setting. But you see what I mean by controlling your temperature. Now, how I kept moving it, that's what you want. That's the key to heating your joints. Movements and constant hairdryer heat. But if I sit and put this thing on high, eventually it just becomes uncomfortable because that'd be the equivalent of just submerging your figure in the water. So this is a small demonstration. I'm going to bring my buddy Bone Collector in. Please check out his review. He is an awesome figure. Highly recommend it. See, my joints are stiff. I can't move my elbow at all. It moves a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to take my hair dryer and put it on low. So I usually do about 10-15 seconds in my head. Not necessarily it's a specific thing, but what I'll do is now I want to test it. I can see this nice soft movement there. Now I have a start of movement. So this is a double jointed elbow. You can see it works very nicely now. No breakage. Didn't lose the too much of the tolerance, but I can't get that under part. So you need to go back at it sometimes, and that's an okay thing because it's an investment too. One thing you want to try to do is get around the entire joint. If you heard me not put the dryer on, but you want to try to get around the entire joint, and then you try it again. And you can see, not even in creaking or anything of the joint. You can see how fluent now he is. Without any breakage. There's the joint, no cracks, no breaks. How long did it take us to do that? That took you, what, under 30 seconds to protect your investment. And there it is. That's all it is. There's no other risk. Like hot water, you have lots more risk, as I explained to you. That's all that is. So if you're, again, these are your toys. You can do what you want. If you want to follow the water recipe, you can do that. That's your prerogative. But I'm just trying to get the word out there to protect your investment, to protect these rare figures that you may have. And you get, like I had the Bone Collector for a while. I just did the review for it because I just got a chance to open him and he was stiff. And you've seen many, many reviews of people having stiff joints and then saying, hey, put these bad boys in water. Not the case. You can follow my recommendations or not. That's completely up to you. But hopefully that was a good demonstration for you that you can see. But to reiterate on that, start on the joint, heat it up, test it, work it out. Sometimes you may have to do it 2 or 3 times to get a full range. That is, and you can get a perfect working joint. You can even see now it has cooled since I've been talking, and there's still no issues. And you control everything. You control how long the duration is. Keep your hairdryer moving. Don't let it sit stationary on anything. Because of course, if you let it sit for a long time, you may melt something. But that's because you're leaving it sit. You just take it like you're blow drying your hair. That's all you need to know. Very easy, very simple. And remember, you heard it here first on Black Sky Reviews. So hopefully this helps you. This is supposed to be a smaller video. I wanted to show some demonstrations of the hairdryer. Here's an example. As of this video today, you can buy these at Walmart. They're available. So, or probably even online. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be any specific hair dryer. I found this one on accident. It was $12. It's a regular price. It was locked up in a case, believe it or not. But maybe Walmart feels that these are gold. I don't know. But there's some descriptions there on the side that beside Bone Collector, and I mean that's perfect little hair dryer just for your figures. That way, you keep away from your wife and daughter, and even your sons that like to blow dry their hair or whatever. But it's nice to have that in your little toolbox for your figures and your customized figures that you use. Even Timber seems to like it over a big old wet bath. Yeah. So take it from Timber, try the hair dryer over the water. Okay guys, that's my little tricks and tutorial for heating up your figures and your joints. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Here's my friends from my recent reviews. They all have been heated by the hair dryer and they work and look spectacular. So hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to thumbs up. If you do like this, information. Don't forget to subscribe for some awesome reviews. Many reviews and other things probably coming in the future. You want to miss that. So comment down below what your thoughts are, comments, and we will see you in our next review.